Hello everyone and welcome back to another HTML video. In this video we're going to be going over iFrames in HTML. So iFrames are used to embed content from another source into an HTML document, and it's commonly used for ads, advertisements, and hacking. So there are two ways you can approach this. One is to have a web document in your file so that you can use it, or you can direct the user to a web document that's not here from another website like Google or YouTube or whatever. So to get started, you start with the opening tag, and it's a self-closing tag, so you don't need to close it. It's just an opening tag, and it starts with iframe, and then you embed the rest. So iframe, and you don't need all this extra stuff, you don't need that. So source src equals, and then here is where you list the source. So there are some things like Google that don't work, and I'll show you now. So as you can see, it says google.com refused to connect, but if you use something like Bing, for example, and you have it there, it works. So there are some attributes that you can add, like for example the width, and you can set that to 750 to make it a little wider. Save and refresh, and there you go. And then you can also set the height. So height equals 100. Save that, refresh, and you change the height. And this actually has a border. You can't really see it right now, but if you want to take the border away, you just use the style attribute from CSS, and that is style equals border 0. Save and refresh, and you can't really see it right now, but it's gone, and I'll show you proof of that later. Okay, the next way you can approach this is by adding a new file, and let's call it advertisement.html, and then in the body, let's put an h1 tag and say this is an ad, and there you have an advertisement, a fake one, I guess. And then here, instead of typing all this, you just link the source, which is advertisement.html. You can also style it, so let's do that. So within the body tag, you put the style and set the background color, my bad, to say light steel blue I want. And then you save that, and then as you can see, when I refresh and save, we get the ad at the bottom, and that's just basically it. So as I said, I'm going to show you about the border. So if I delete this right here and then I save and I refresh, you can see the border, right? You can see it right here, and then if I put it back, you'll see the difference. It's gone. So that's just the small proof I had for you guys. And as for the hacking techniques, this is used in hacking techniques because, as you saw, I had the Bing frame, and if I make the Bing frame big enough to cover my whole web page, I can pose as another website. So say if I use a bank instead of Bing, then you might think that this is the actual bank website, and you'll enter your credentials, and I can save your credentials from my web document, which is the fake bank, and then I can have your bank credentials saved, and I can log in and steal your bank info or steal your money or whatever. And this is just one example. Another example can be like any kind of, like username and password type thing, or many others, like of course hackers are a lot more creative than me at the moment, but yeah, that's how it's used in hacking techniques. That's just a small example, but yeah, So that's it for iframes in HTML. You can use them to link another website like we used Bing, or another web document like we used the advertisement over here. So if you enjoyed this video or learned something new, please like and subscribe, and stay tuned for next time where we discuss more HTML and computer science content.